Hello and welcome to the Two Ace Podcast, the podcast designed to help you manifest your Two Ace mindset. My name is Josh Brooks and my one focus is success through the art of discipline and flow. I hope you enjoy the episode. Now let's get right into it. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is you are joining me. I hope you're having a good one. And today I'm going to be talking about frequencies. And I'm joined by one of my good friends, Oliver Calero.
Hello.
Hi, bro. How you doing? How's things?
Not too bad. Doing things, living life, experiencing, I guess. But frequencies are cool.
Frequencies, bro. So I've got you on this show because I know that you have a passion for music, and I feel like you are one of the best people that I know to talk about this sort of topic. So I've been listening to Solfeggio frequencies, and I know you do yourself. So before we get into that topic, I just want to briefly introduce what a frequency is. And I know this might be a trivial sort of topic, but the frequency is the rate at which something occurs over a period of time. And a physics definition, that might be, if you imagine a graph and you've got curves, oscillations, going up and down, up and down, up and down. If the curves and the oscillations are closer together, that means the frequency is higher. And if they're further apart, the frequency is lower. So yeah, with that, let's move on to Solfeggio frequencies. So do you want to take the reins here, bro? So
quickly before we get into that, I think it's important to understand why frequencies is actually so good for you, and why it's why people should really start paying attention more to it, to be honest. There's a really famous quote from Nikola Tesla, actually. It states, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." Simple as that. Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest minds, died poor because everyone stole from him. A bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. But what I want to get with that in, what I want to get in with that, just to say, is, the human ear can only listen from 20,000 hertz. From 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. I got that mixed up, sorry. And there's a lot that can be done with that. There's this experiment people do with frequency, where they put a speaker at the bottom and they just put a metal sheet on top. Metal sheet. Nothing
talking
complicated.
about the thing with the you put grains of sand on it and it goes
the grains of sand. Yeah. And then you have just a machine that just puts out frequency. I can't remember what you call it, to be honest. But
it's like
it's a frequency resonator,
yeah.
Something like that. And you can adjust the frequency on that. And if you adjust it to these different specific frequencies, you'll see that there's all this geometry and there's all of this like really cool shapes and things that happen when you affect it with frequency. When you add frequency to the equation, all of this magical stuff, you could say, happens. It's the same with the human body, because we are made of from 60 to 70% water. So you can imagine 72%, it's around that number. But you can imagine, right, how the frequency would affect your physical body, So like you start listening to all the Solfeggio frequencies, right? So 963, all the other ones, I can't remember the other one. 432 hertz is really good as well. When you listen to these, it's not only that you're in a way meditating and just clearing your mind, you're also physically like having the frequency resonate with your body. So in sort of way, it kind of affects you really well. There's a lot of healing qualities and just anti-stress, just all of these really good things you can get from just listening to all of these solfeggio frequencies. And what does it mean by solfeggio frequencies? You know, it directly links to the 7 chakras that people have. And I know some people may not believe in chakras and, you know, internal energy and all of this stuff, but I think it's a really good idea to just look into it and, you know, educate yourself more about these different types of topics, you know, if you just find out more about Buddhism, for example, they explain it really well. But anyway, the 7 chakras.
Before you move on, I just want to say, before I started listening to these frequencies, these specific ones that were about the Solfeggio frequencies, I heard about them and I would be like, now what's that? What's all this? It's just a load of like malarkey, you know, whatever. What's going on here? It's just music and sounds that sound a bit like, you know, like ooh, like sound like eerie. Like what's going on? Like why would I listen to that? And I read about it and I started listening to them and like in the order of, you know, like the root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown chakra. You know, it goes up from your toes and it goes up to your head, doesn't it? And like, I know it, going from not knowing anything about them to knowing a little bit about them to then listening to them and developing my knowledge. Like, I'm at a point now where I can understand why they're so crucial. Like saying the 7 chakras. You know, if you have a blockage somewhere, you know, if you're not feeling fully aligned, if you wake up in the morning and, you know, you're not like, you got all the motivation in the world and you're not like wanting to really do much and you're feeling a bit under the weather and you're not able to really find the root of the problem. I don't know, you know, you might not be under any pain or anything like that, but like, you might just not be feeling 100% yourself. And even if you are, yeah, I found that listening to these 7 chakras frequencies, or light frequencies, you know, like 432 isn't actually a Solfeggio frequency, but it's in the range. It's very close to the sacral chakra. But yeah, it just sort of helps realign yourself with sort of like who you are, your direction kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like one thing people need to realize before really indulging in the 7 chakras is just free yourself from any doubts and anything that you might think it's stupid or oh it's not for me or like this is boring or something like that. That's because that's just your, how do I say it? Like
Interpretation.
yeah, your interpretation, your primary like primal response from something out of the ordinary that you do not want to do, because a lot of people just listen to mainstream music.
Yeah, it's to do with the ego, isn't it?
You know,
it's like if
it's to do with the ego. You know, you think it's, you know, you want to hear to more interesting stuff or anything like that. But I'll get back to mainstream music in a second. But there's a lot of things that the chakras do and that need to be understood. For example, if like there's 7 in total, right? And from what I know a little about it, you got the root chakra, you got the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus chakra. I think all of these are more how do you say it? They connect you more back to your primal instincts.
Yeah,
And
I've heard
to
that.
it's more what's the word?
Animalistic.
Animalistic. Yeah, it's more animalistic. And then you keep moving up. So there's the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra, and then you move on to the heart chakra and the throat chakra. These are more, you've kind of one-upped yourself and you've evolved consciously, and you're now thinking more about love and how your words, your words are frequencies. When you speak, you're speaking something into existence.
Yeah, well, it's like you've got I can't remember where I've seen it now. It might have been in one of the books I'm reading currently or previously. So you've got like a lizard brain, and then you've got like your human brain,
Yeah.
and then you've got like you're like I don't remember what it was called. There's like your brain has like three parts. So for example, like your lizard brain is to do with like fight or flight,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
animalistic side,
Yeah, yeah.
like root, sacral, solar plexus, like your hair. That's what it's about. Like it's your physical body, and then you have like your heart and throat, and that's about your self-expression, about love, about speech. Humans, animals make noise, but humans can talk.
Yeah.
And that's just like the difference from the animalistic lizard brain to like the human emotional sort of side of it.
Yeah. No, yeah, 100%. I feel like people need to realize, they are animals in themselves. People are animals. People can regress back to primal instincts and, not necessarily think of the best outcome, And then, but at the same time, you have a conscience. You can think. You can, figure out what your next move is going to be. And I think that the chakras are really good at unlocking these parts of yourself and your body, because if we keep moving up, we got the third eye chakra and the crown chakra, which is
instantly there, just like that, like third eye, like you've got lizard brain, you've got emotional human brain, and then third eye, like that's like a level up and like
kind of sort of ascending in a way.
It's just like an angel brain almost.
Yeah,
like third eye is associated with like when most people think of the third eye, they just dismiss it instantly, and like I don't know, it links to like the sixth sense.
Yeah,
like, everyone's got
it's
five
like
senses.
you connect. You have more of a connection with everything. When you unlock a third eye, when you have really good connection with your crown chakra, because if you think of your brain and your spinal cord as an antenna for your physical body, it becomes clearer to just see how the chakras link up to your antenna, your spine. It goes from root chakra all the way at the bottom of your spine, all the way up to your crown chakra, which is your brain. It's an antenna that connects you to the far away and the all powerful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just
like there's some people that be listening to this that be like, what all these guys on about? And like, yeah, fair enough. And maybe you need to do a bit more research and a bit more exploration. But like, we're not saying that this is like everyone has to believe this. Everyone has to like take this as like fact. Like even though like frequencies exist, these are facts. We have seen
positive outcomes and positive results from listening to these certain frequencies and just being more in tune.
Before I leave you guys today, make sure to follow the podcast, give me a rating, and share the podcast about to whoever you see fit. Let's make this the best mindset podcast out there.